Okay, I know this is late because I have not been feeling good, so I did not finish my review. Well, I got it all on paper at home, so if I miss a match from AEW Revolution, I'm fixing to do a review, I will try to make it up. So we're going to start with the buy-in, and I do have Hulk Christopher with me. He's not feeling too hot, but he may chime in a little bit from time to time. So, SCU versus Dark Order. It wasn't much, nothing special. We did get the debut of Colt Cabana, but
other than that, it was nothing special.
Out of a possible 5 stars, I think I would have to just go midway and give it 3, just because it really wasn't nothing special. Do you agree?
I will happily agree.
Okay, now this is where it becomes fun. I don't remember what they opened up with.
Well, I don't know either.
I don't know. Okay, I know the tag match wasn't first. Okay, run down the card. Do you remember what the card was?
No.
Oh god, you're a lot of help. So, let's go with Nia Rose and Penelope Ford. The one that thinks she's from outer space.
Oh, Chris Statlander.
Okay, Statlander. It was an okay match. I can't give it 5 though. I mean, Nia retained, so I would give it 4.
I'll give it 1.5 just because of how sloppy it was.
Okay, let's go with that. Oh, I know what was first. I knew that would happen. The natural Dustin Rhodes versus Jake Hager. And honestly, this was an awesome opener. It was nothing special, but it got his point across. Jake made out with his wife to begin, and then towards a part of the match was on the outside, and
Dustin planted a kiss on.
It wasn't really a kid, but he went to do that, and then he rubbed his paint all over, and then you see her in the background later doing her makeup, and I'm like, nah. So if it wasn't for the shenanigans on the outside of the ring, I might have gave this a 5-star, but I can't, and I will explain that one later. So I'm going to go with 4.
Sorry about that.
So what do you think? Do you think they deserve 4?
I will go 4.5. The only grievance I would have with it is Jake needs something else besides his choke.
Honestly, I think that made it brilliant. It was more of a knockout sleeper, if what it is. It's his finisher he uses for MMA. So it made a lot of sense that they used it. So now I know what the second match was. Sammy Guevara versus Darby Allin. It was an okay match. I believe I rated it at 4. All my paperwork is at home. Guevara does not win, which is kind of shocking that they gave it to Darby. But then again, he just made his comeback, so that kind of makes sense. At the end of the match 1, we get the announcement of blood and guts. This is war. That's pretty much how the commercial went. They announced the 2-ring cage. They announced it was going to be a blood and guts theme.
Yep.
I later find out blood and guts is the name of the match. But then at the end of the promo, they end it with, this is war. Basically, they are showing Vince McMahon who warred right at him.
Which is stupid.
I mean, Vince started it, so... So, folks, I want your opinion on what do you think about the match coming to AEW.
I am honestly surprised that since Cody owns the match beyond, that they just didn't go...
How do you know that they don't announce that the match beyond is going to be after all the men both ended like it used to be in the NWA? The match is going to be like War Games, the match beyond. If how it was done. How do we know it's not going to be blood and guts, the match beyond?
That's way too much of a mouthful.
No more than War Games.
But the match beyond didn't go... that didn't come into play until all competitors...
Exactly, which is probably why Cody does not just want to name it the Match Beyond. Because the Match Beyond doesn't take place until all 8 or all 10 men is in the ring. Because we have no idea if they're going to go with a 4-man team or a 5-man team concept. They didn't really... I expect to find out more tonight. Okay. So, with that being said, let's move on to one of 3 matches of the night Capitals. Let's start out with the match that actually happened before Nia Rose. And just so you know, the crowd was dead during the women's match. And part of that is due to...
Well, the crowd was pretty much dead throughout the entire show. They were quiet.
No. That crowd was red hot at times. But they got wore out during this tag match. It was back and forth, pinfall attempts after pinfall attempt. Only beef I have with this match would be that we didn't get a new champion. But that could be... They could have changed the match results on the fly with the way the crowd was solely behind Adam and Omega. So, as much as it pained me we didn't get new champions, this gets a 5-star all day long.
I'll go 4 just because the Bucks did not.
I think they changed the decision on the fly. I think the Bucks were penciled in to win it. And then when they realized what happened, I think the Bucks made a call in the middle of that match. And the referee probably sent the signal to the back to let them know of the change. Uh-huh. The only difference was they didn't change none of the spots but the finish.
Okay.
And it looked like Adam was going to do his over-the-top rope clothesline on Omega.
But you can definitely tell that...
You could tell he wanted to do that flip. But when Omega turned around a little bit too soon, he didn't do it. He just said, come on. And they walked off. So, we've already done the Nia. So, let's go to basically a filler match. It was the in-ring debut of Orange Cassidy, Squeeze Orange Cassidy, versus Pac. And believe it or not, the guy can wrestle.
Well, there's not... I'm not going to deny that.
It was very, very entertaining. It was very, very funny. Even the announcer was in the booth trying not to laugh, but it wasn't working. So, for entertainment reasons alone, I will give this match a 4. I can't go all the way to 5 because, I missed a match. And it's one of the main promo matches, too. So,
okay,
I give that one a 4. What do you want to give it?
I'll give it... I was impressed by Orange Cassidy, but he wrestles with his hands in his pockets.
And that's his gimmick, though. You're going to have to get used to that. And honestly...
Him and Neville trading shin kicks.
It was funny. I never want to see it again, but it was funny.
Never do it again.
I agree, never do it again, but it was still funny.
But I think I'll rate it 4.
Okay, I'm going to say, if you rate that 2 or under, I'm going to beat you, so you're safe.
That'll be the first time you've beat me.
That is a good point. Okay, this match actually happened before this match. I can't believe I forgot it, being that it was one of the 3 big matches of the night. So, let's go with Cody and MJF. Excellent match. MJF bleed like a pig. I think he's like Flair. He just bleeds.
Cody should have won.
That's the only downfall I have on this match. But the way they did it was they used a ring. Arn Anderson took a bump, which I was surprised about. And I just wonder if Arn suggested that to see if he could handle it. But Cody, the announcer played that he kicked him right in the head on the neck. No, he got the shoulder. And I think that was all part of the plan. Of course, they had a doctor there instantly. So, the match was good. There was a spot where Brandy tries to jump on Warlord. Warlord catches over. Cody goes to the outside and put her down. He puts her down, and that's where the kick missed Warlord and got on.
Yeah.
By the way. So, all in all, it was a good match. I will give it a 4.5, only because I'm going to take that half credit off because Cody didn't win. That's the only reason I can't say it. But honestly, I guess I can't be biased. Yeah, I'll give it a 5.
It was an excellent match, but I'm giving it a 4.5 simply because to me
Now you can't be biased. If the in-ring stuff was good enough for a 5, you got to give it a 5.
Now you never said that.
I just changed the rules.
You never specified that.
I just changed the rules. This is my video. You can do it however you want your label.
Okay. I'm still giving it a 4.5.
Okay. Since it's based off of doing work, I will. Now, if I watch your video later and you say it wasn't because of ring work, I'm gonna beat you the next time I see you. You know that, right?
Well, all I said in my video was all I want to know is your guys' thoughts on AEW Revolution. That's all I said.
Okay, the final match. Chris Jericho, the Painmaker, versus John Moxley. So, this match had it all. Jericho comes out with just the tag team that used to be known as LAX.
Yeah.
And they get involved a lot. Then you see Jake Hagel, whatever it is. Then you see him pop in. And the referee finally catches him. And she throws them all out. Mm-hmm. This is after this match had been going a good while. And at the end of then while she was throwing them out, Sammy sneaks in and does something. I think he had, I don't want to say for sure, but I think he might have had the skateboard that he took from Darby a couple weeks ago. He might have not. But no, he used the belt. That's what it was. So he used the title, hit John in the head. And right then the announcers will go, that's it, it's over. Not like this, not like this. And of course he gets out. Mm-hmm. And then at the end of the match, Moxley pulls off his patch, reveals that he had been able to see the entire time. And my gosh, the crowd went wild. He hit his, used to be Dolly Deeds. I think he has a new name for it now.
Paradigm shift.
Yeah, that's it. And that was pretty much the match. Then, so he gets on the mic, talks about how this title is not just his, it belongs to the fan, and he starts talking, and then he goes quiet a minute, so they hit his music, and Moxley pops off and goes, what the F? I'm making this up as I go, so they cut his music so he can finish. And then finally he does get done.
Howdy.
And that's the show.
So
I will give this match a 5. Just because we finally have a new champion.
I'm honestly going to give it a 5.5.
Oh my God!
How can you give it a half above when it's only up to 5?
Yeah, it fell.
Okay, then I'm going to give it
I'm just asking.
a 5. A 5, but if I could go half, I would, simply because of the choir.
Alright, with that being said, that's going to do it for this edition. As we say, keep it 2020.
Keep it hardcore, everyone.